It's week 2 of the 2025 season.
And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Saints and the Dolphins.
And it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Just about 8 miles inland from the warm waters of the Atlantic, we are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. So good to be with you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Here we are, week 2 of the season. Greg, everybody has that hope. Let's get off to a good start. Well, these teams lost the opener. Now, a little bit of pressure here in week 2.
Yeah, and it really comes down to, Mike, it's a super simple concept. You just want to feel the sensation of winning. Just get your first win. Of course, they would have loved to start out week 1 in the win column, but now here you are, 2 winless teams, and it is just as simple as we want to walk in the
The kicker, Blake Grupe, set to start it. And off we go from South Florida. On the return, Malik Washington. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
I think when you go back and watch last week's game, Mike, I think 2 things were at play. Number 1, let's give credit to the defense. I think they did a nice job of identifying some of the easy layups we've seen this quarterback hit from a week-to-week basis. They took it away. They made him go to his second, third check down through his progression. And then secondly, when the play did line up, when they did get the look they wanted, he just missed a lot of throws. So they know they cannot afford another pedestrian performance out of him this week. If he can play to the standard we've seen in weeks past, they can have a better chance of having a better result.
Here's Tua now on second down. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. And their quarterback is the all-time leading passer for the Raiders, Derek Carr, the veteran.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Offside, defense.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Carr working out of the gun. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Saints.
On 1st and 10, Carr. Quick throw, taken in, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Carr. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Dolphins offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. He runs with it.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? Tua gonna give it to Achane, and he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
A shotgun snap for Tua. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. The tight end, Jonnu Smith, secures it. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38.
From the gun, here's Tua. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And a nice defensive play there coming through to make the play in the backfield.
Chase Young on the tackle. Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
3rd and long. Tua gonna throw. That's to the outside. He's got Smith. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. To return, it's Shaheed. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Saints offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They were forced to punt first time they had it, but they'll try again in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Jalen Ramsey up to make the play. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now, Carr. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Saints first down.
Carr now. Shaheed with the catch. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch and they can't get out in front. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Olave is the motion man. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. It's a pickup of 12. First down, New Orleans.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Defense. Still first down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Carr. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 3rd and a yard. Here's Carr. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to get to the sticks. He'll wind up losing yardage as they mark him short of the first down, and it sets up 4th down.
Anytime it's 3rd and short, you better account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what they do here. Great job by the defense, taking him down for a loss. Brings up 4th down.
Grupe's kick is good. And the Saints will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Here's Tua. This one complete to Washington.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's Jake Bailey now as he's on to punt for Miami. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Saints offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey, he is tough to throw on. There to bat that one away. On 2nd down, here's a run with Kamara. And he's going to be very close to a 1st down. That's a good run there. Maybe just a couple of feet short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. To throw, it's Carr. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
New Orleans.
Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag. That's on the former 1st-round pick, Cesar Ruiz. Back is Carr. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He's got his man complete to Johnson. And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll run here with Kamara. Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Again, it'll be Kamara. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line. 3rd and goal. Carr to throw. And he'll take it on in. A.T. Perry. Touchdown, New Orleans. His 1st touchdown of the new campaign. Blake Grupe comes on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Saints are out to a 10-0 lead.
Dolphins nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. Washington now to return it. get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Dolphins offense about ready to take over once more. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Tua. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 32-yard line.
In motion, it's Waddle. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back and say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Saints have got it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Jalen Ramsey, he is tough to throw on. There to bat that one away. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Carr working out of the gun. To the left side into the hands of Olave. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
From the shotgun, it's Carr. Catch made, right side. It's Johnson.
Complete to Juwan
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the 1st down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up 1st down.
And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that 1st hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Still 2nd down.
Penalty yards marched off, and they'll try it again on 2nd and goal. Carr. And he's in. Juwan Johnson. Touchdown, Saints.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
On comes Blake Groupie for the PAT. It's up and good. The Saints move further out in front. It is now 17-0. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Dolphins offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with 1st down. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Man in motion here is Washington. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that 1st down play. They face second down and 7.
Brings up second down at the 26-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tua. The second down throw is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He's got his man. It's Smith. And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Miami. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and Derek Carr set to take over once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing is Carr. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Lou Hedley now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Dolphins offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming, getting started with 1st and 10. Here's a give to Achane. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll motion the tight end Smith. Once again, it's Achane. Ooh! And he'll have a Dolphins first down with tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
On the carry, here's Achane. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Hill brought in motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
The Saints take over.
Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. Now Carr. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And that's well read by the defense. Knocked backwards. He's back at his own 9-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Carr. His pass taken in by Shaheed. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And third down just became a lot tougher. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. To throw is Carr. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. He was trying to get it to Alvin Kamara that time. And it's going to be 4th down. On comes the punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
It's 3rd and 10.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Carr now. Shaheed with the catch. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On 1st down, Carr. Throw left side, that's Johnson. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Saints 1st down.
Here's Carr. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Carr now to throw on 1st down. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. 2nd down and 3. To throw, it's Carr. Oh, Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is Zach Sealer getting in there to bring him down. New Orleans' third and final timeout. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Back is Carr. And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. So we hit halftime with the visiting Saints in front. As we head north to Orlando, we're going to join the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, back to you and Greg in just a moment. But after a wild first weekend in the NFL, time to see if things will settle down as we take a quick look at what's happening here in Week 2. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where you see the final score there. Nick Chubb, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Jaden Daniels, a touchdown pass in the victory. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Now Carr on the bootleg. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Carr to throw. He's got his big target. That's Johnson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
The Saints will punt this one away. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
From the gun, here's Tua. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Third and 3.
Tua gonna throw. That's taken in by Achane.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Just what the punter's hoping to do. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. He'll come up now for second down and 4. Carr working out of the gun. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Here's a third down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Carr. The Saints lining up in punt formation, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it'll be second down. To throw is Tua. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
In motion, it's Waddle. 3rd and long, and here's Tua. Catch made there by Waddle. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. They'll go play action with Carr. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
A quick throw right side. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 37-yard line.
A give up the middle with Kamara. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here comes Blake Grupe for this field goal try. This one from 52 yards away. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Saints will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the handoff, this is Achane. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. That's the veteran safety, Marshawn Lattimore, bringing him down. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. That is caught by Washington. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down. They are able to move the sticks. It's a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Off play action, it's Tua. He'll go right and find his running back.
Complete to Devon Achane. A 4-yard gain.
Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away.
Bailey in punt formation for the Dolphins.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So now this team's offense ready for this next possession. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now, Carr. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And the Saints first down.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Throwing is Carr. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Carr. Shaheed with the catch. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
And the Saints first down.
On the give, this is Camara. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense.
Now whistles and a timeout. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. To throw is Carr. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. To throw, it's Carr. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Dolphins offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Back to throw is Tua. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Hill brought in motion. Play action. Tagovailoa. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion.
Everybody's looking to end every drive with 6, but when you can turn that 6 into 8, man, what a confidence boost coming off the field, and they're going to force their opponent now to start chasing.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense ready to get back at it. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
At the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down throw from Carr. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Carr now. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Hunt team out, ready to send this one away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. A play fake. Now 2 to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Holding offense.
Now it's Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Hill brought in motion. Tua now on 3rd down. He'll try to run for it. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
Great job here by the quarterback on 3rd and short, knowing that if nothing's there downfield, he can pick this up with his legs. And not only is he able to pick up the 1st down, he gets a whole lot more than that.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. Hill brought in motion. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A run up the middle with Achane. It's a good pickup on second down, but there is a flag down, and this one might not stand up. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. Down the left sideline. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Dolphins first down.
37-yard line.
To throw is Tua. This one complete to Washington. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
At the 19-yard line.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. A shotgun snap for Tua. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Man in motion here is Washington. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He gets that to his tight end, Smith. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Now it is 1st and goal. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Slot man in motion right. They run on the jet sweep, and that won't help a great deal. Just a short gain there. It's 2nd and goal. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. They'll run with Achane. Great job by this defense. Nowhere near the end zone as we get to 4th and goal. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So here comes Jason Sanders in a big spot. This to get the deficit down inside of a touchdown.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints offense headed back to take over once more. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now a give on the ground, and he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Carr now on second down. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete. When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Woo. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Dolphins offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
Back at the 45-yard line.
Tua going to give it to Achane. And now flags fly as a gain of about 4 could be negated. From the gun, here's Tua. He'll throw it left and has his running back. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Big play coming up. This is third down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And Tua very wisely hits the deck after picking up the first down.
The Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On second down, Achane. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 1.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
He's got room at the 30. And he will get into the end zone. Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now a big play here. Dolphins will go for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. We'll try to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
Here's first and 10. This drive will start on the ground. Here's second and 9. Carr working out of the gun. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Jalen Phillips that time, in there for the sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. Jalen Ramsey, he is tough to throw on. There to bat that one away.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to let this one go deep. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll motion the tight end Smith. On first down, Tagovailoa. That's caught by Smith on the right side. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Tua gonna throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
To the air again, Tagovailoa. This one caught at the 4. He's going to have the first down, and that one good for 9, and the drive continues.
Complete to Jalen Waddle. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Again, it's Tua. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
A loss of 6.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game, and I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
Now, H.A. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. In motion, it's Waddle. Now, Tagovailoa on 3rd and goal. He is in. Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Miami. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the 4th quarter, I think they feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins are going to open up the lead to 8. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. First down throw there is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
This crowd urging the defense on. It is 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man complete to Johnson. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a first down. From the shotgun, it's Carr. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. Here comes 2nd down. Throwing is Carr. He'll go right and find his running back, and he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That one good for 26 yards. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Now, Carr. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Carr. Oh, and a crusher there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. New Orleans, 3rd and final timeout. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Carr to throw. That's going to be caught. And he is out of bounds, well shy of the marker. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. So, fins up. It's a win for the Dolphins. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.